As September marks Heritage Month, we honor the diverse traditions, customs, and histories that make our nation unique. As we reflect on our shared heritage, we also embrace the vibrant mixture that defines us today. South Africa's diverse cultural landscape is a treasure collection for tourists seeking authentic experiences. We reaffirm our commitment to unity, inclusivity, and the preservation of our cultural heritage. By embracing indigenous cuisine, we honor the wisdom of our elders and cherish the bond between food, culture, and identity.
As we are opening the Heritage Month and the Tourism Month, we are here at the South African Chefs Association to celebrate and to host some of our stakeholders, partners that are within the food industry, to celebrate our indigenous cuisine or crops. We are here to actually show various offerings that we can showcase in the industry and can introduce into the mainstream retail industry and food value chain, of which are crops that are forgotten, by the industry and everyone that is within the food space. So as you can see, the offering that is available, it talks to those crops and those ingredients that are not often used within the food industry.
Indigenous cuisine is a vital aspect of cultural heritage, reflecting the traditions and creativity. It offers a wealth of health benefits, showcasing our wisdom of using locally sourced seasonal ingredients. Heritage Month is a touching reminder of our indigenous roots and the significance of preserving our cultural heritage. Food is a powerful symbol of artistic identity, playing an important role in preserving our tradition. As we navigate modernity's fast-paced, convenience-driven food culture, traditional cuisine reminds us of the value of slow, mindful eating.
The important thing about indigenous foods is that the communities in rural communities know more about indigenous foods, but urbanized communities don't know much about it. And I think over time it sort of devalued its reputation in the market. So communities, not just communities within South Africa, but we're looking further than that, but we want to go back to our roots. So the study we've conducted was in Gauteng, where we looked at the consumption, the knowledge, patterns, the perceptions of indigenous foods amongst people living in Gauteng. And then what we found in the study was that there was a lack of knowledge on indigenous foods. People couldn't identify indigenous foods, so don't know how to prepare indigenous foods, but would like to know more about it and want to learn more about it because how it can help the well-being of communities. Food plays a big role because, you are what you eat, basically. So I think if you look at our cultures, there's different cultures in South Africa, and I think we're not talking about heritage foods, we're talking about indigenous foods, the foods that are actually grown in South Africa, and it's especially the crops. So different provinces in South Africa have different types of indigenous crops that grow in there. They do well in it, they're durable, they actually perform very well in different climate conditions, and that's what makes it so special. Such a special month for South Africa. We are Rainbow Nation. We are people with different backgrounds, different foods, different cultures, and I think because we're such an unusual, a unique nation, we need to celebrate ourselves. South Africa needs to celebrate, and it's what a wonderful month to actually be there. And look at us today at the event. People had different kinds of clothes on, and then I think the idea of us hosting the seminar today, just to disseminate the results of our research, was to bring South Africans together to appreciate our culture, our cuisine, and what we have to offer. I think it's a month where we spend a lot of time promoting it. I think also it should go beyond a month. We should always be promoting it, but I think the nice thing about having a month is just specifically for promoting our culture is good. So I think we need to take advantage of it. Okay, so we are the Food Evolution Research Laboratory. We are positioned within the School of Tourism and Hospitality at UJ, and I think you will this month we'll be doing a lot of events and with South African chefs to try and get the message out there of how we can appreciate our culture, appreciate our cuisine, and appreciate the kind of South Africans we are, a rainbow nation.
By accepting our heritage, values, and nutrition, we preserve our cultural legacy for future generations. Africa's cultural heritage is a treasure trove of traditions, customs, and flavors waiting to be explored and celebrated. Agreement Mabaso, SABC News, Johannesburg.